everyone, and welcome to Taking Up Space with Jordan. If you watched some of these episodes, you'll have noticed that I've shifted things around. I'm trying this new vibe on Wednesdays where it's a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more like you're just talking with your bestie. And today, I want to talk about why you need to set boundaries this holiday season. A little note as to why we're switching things up is I want to be able to give you guys a different vibe for these Wednesday episodes, get a little more insight into my life, see how I navigate a kitty cat sitting in front of me when I'm trying to record or having a puppy dog next to me. And I think part of why I started a podcast was also not to just inspire people to live their dream lives, but to show the realities of what trying to create your dream life is, which is a lot of balancing of the chaos. And I do that a lot though with boundaries. And that's kind of why I wanted to start with this new setup and our boundary episode to kick off the holiday season. So, first and foremost, I want to be so clear that boundaries are not this just hard no rejection of any sorts. A lot of the times, what they are and how they should be thought about is they are filters that allow you to navigate how you want to spend your time, how you want to spend your energy, and how you want to protect your peace. And I think during the holidays, it can feel like you have to say yes to everything. You have a lot of what's going on with your family. You're trying to balance things with your friends. You might even have company holiday parties that you are feeling the need to say yes to. But here's the thing. You don't have to say yes to all of it. And if you say yes to some of it, that doesn't mean you have to be there for the entirety of the event. Because I think what is so important to remember is boundaries are not about rejection. What they are actually is self-respect and you honoring yourself. So how do you start setting boundaries? Well, the first thing you do is you get honest with yourself. Where are you spending too much of your time? Who is draining you? What is draining you? I think asking yourself what feels like an obligation and what is no longer giving you joy, if you can answer that question, you are going to really start to see where you need to start setting the boundaries and who you need to start setting those boundaries with. The second step is communicating clearly. If you're new to boundaries, honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with hiding behind your phone for a little bit. If you need to send a rejection, send it over text message. The thing is, you want to just remember to be clear and be kind. You're not trying to burn bridges with boundaries. You're trying to be as understanding and thoughtful as possible without kind of going overboard. So saying things like, hey, I'm so sorry, I can't attend this event on this day. Or, hey, I've just had a rough week. I think I'm going to have to pass for now, but would love to get together next week. This allows you to give yourself an out while also being kind to the other person on the other side of that phone. And you are brave enough and ready to start communicating your boundaries more clearly in person. Again, it's the same thing. You just want to be kind and be respectful, but be honest. Don't say, I can't make it because this crazy whirlwind thing happened to me. Don't lie. We don't lie to our friends. We don't lie to our family. We set boundaries with kindness, with clarity, and with honesty. The last part is the hardest part. You have to be the person that is maintaining your boundaries. You have to stick with it. It is not up to the other people that you're setting these boundaries with to maintain that. And a lot of people, this is where some people fail, is because the discomfort can feel too heavy and can feel too uncomfortable. But that is how you grow. That is how you learn more and more about yourself, is by giving yourself this time, giving yourself that energy back so you can focus on the things that you actually want to focus on, especially during the holidays. And I set boundaries with my family every year. I've been doing this more and more each year. And this time I actually set a big financial boundary with my family where I said, hey, we're going on a big family vacation the next month, literally 30 days after Christmas. I really do not have the capacity to be spending a bunch of money on Christmas as well as then going on this family trip. And they understood it and they actually agreed and they said, how about we just don't do big presents this year or pretty much any presents? All we are doing is things that can fit in stockings. And that does not mean we're buying Rolex watches or anything like that. It might mean that I'm getting my brother a lightsaber lighter because I thought it was funny and would match his lightsaber collection. It's just little things like that. Setting boundaries with your family can feel and sound so scary, but when you start small, when you start saying, hey, I can't actually attend going to bake cookies this year because I need to spend my time doing this, it just slowly creates momentum for you to feel more confident so you can set these bigger boundaries like the financial one that I've set with my family. Setting boundaries is not going to always be easy. You might be worried that you're going to disappoint somebody. And the thing is you are going to, because when you are somebody that has not had any boundaries whatsoever, people have gotten used to that version of you. But setting boundaries allows for you to have the chance to showcase who you're trying to be and why you're trying to be that person, because you are starting to prioritize the different things in your life that actually matter to you. So this holiday season, don't get stressed out. Try not to feel burnt out because you're giving yourself to too many people. Instead, I want you to take a deep breath, find clarity on what you want, and take that next step and communicate it clearly to those that care about you. Thanks for spending a couple minutes with me. I hope you like the new setup. We're going to see how this goes going forward. And don't forget to tune in on Sunday's episode where I'm going to ask the big question, what if it did all work out? Kisses.